Hello, thank you very much for joining me today, and I have got an unboxing video. So I put up on my Instagram stories whether you'd rather see unboxings or what's in my bag, and you guys said overwhelmingly that you wanted unboxing videos. So I aim to please, and we are going to unbox this bag. And you know what, I've had this for nearly 2 weeks now. It's been sitting on my dining room table screaming, open me, open me, open me, but I've been suffering from a really bad bout of tonsillitis, so bad that I couldn't speak for 4 days. I've had my penicillin, I'm feeling loads better, and now is the day that we finally get to open this together. So this is the bag. Before we open that, I wanted to show you the box that it came in the post, because I haven't actually received anything like this before. So here is kind of like a very ordinary brown box, which we've all seen before, but no, this box is branded. Check that out. I was like, oh, what I want to start doing is a little bit of QCing on the bags that I'm unboxing. So by QCing, I mean quality checking, just comparing some of the finer details with the retail version. And I mean, this is a learning process for me, and I hope that you are going to help me in the comments identify other things that I should be looking out for in the future. So please get involved in the comments. So the first thing that I've been learning about, and this is just by watching YouTube videos, the logo. So the logo on the bag here, the L should be quite short on the horizontal bottom line, which is here. It shouldn't come all the way across. The O just here should be very round and circular, which it is. And the two T's in the Vuitton should be very close together, almost kissing but not. And then we have got the box here. Now, this is actually quite a big box, but before we delve into that, you have got some, what I like to call admin. It's kind of like the document wallet. So again, the logo looks really good on there. To be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of all this kind of documentation and this bump, because I feel like if you don't know what you're getting, you could be fooled into think you're getting something else. The logo, again, looks great. The L's, the O's and the T's. And you've even got a little tag here, which is really, really cute. The blue ribbon as well has got the logo all across it. So I'm just going to undo this now. Oh, I hate ribbon. I've never been somebody who's been good at tying or untying ribbon. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, so this is the dust bag. Look, oh, it's lovely. It is gorgeous. So let me introduce you to my Louis Vuitton Montsouris backpack in the monogram. There is no foo-foo smell. It does not smell of fumes, of plastic. So you've got all the protective wrapping on the straps, on the handle, at the top and at the back. And then you've got the plastic wrapping on the hardware. Oh wow, there's a tag in there. So I'm going to pop that on. So let's get up close and personal with this backpack. I have just done the drawstring up so that you can get the kind of how the bag looks when you're wearing it, not just open as it arrived. Let's have a look at stitching. So the stitching across the outside of this flap and all the way around is meant to be brown, which it is. The stitching, I would say, is very neat, very tidy. And the stitching is also straight. No loose threads on that corner or here on this side. And again, very neat and tidy stitching along the bottom. The stitching at the back, where there is vachetta leather, is meant to be yellow. So the thread is meant to be yellow, which this is. On the back here, where the vachetta turns over and they attach it to the back strap, you can see the joins just here. The hardware, if I compare it to the ones on the website, is the same colour. It's kind of that yellowy gold, shiny gold on here and on the grommets, again on the magnet and that's the other side of the magnet just there. So let's have a look at the logo and the stitching on the buckle. The stitching looks good to me. There should be an R just here, which there is, and the Louis Vuitton, which is the same, and then you've got the Paris just underneath. So this all looks very good, and then you've got the LV, which looks the same as the picture. If anything, there should be a little bit more space between the bottom of the V and the top of the letter L. So let's have a look at the logo. So the L on all LV bags should be lower than the V, which it is. The V should not touch, but sit just above the L, which it does, and there's a bit of space just there. And then we're going to look at the tone of the bag in terms of the colour of the LV. So on this one, I think it's got quite a kind of yellow undertone. On the website, you can see it's got more of a khaki undertone. Now, I don't know if this varies from canvas to canvas and year to year. Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's look at the straps again. So if we're looking at the retail version, then you've got these little gold studs that just go through each of the settings here, so you can adjust the length of the straps. The line here where the flap meets the back of the bag is straight. The stitching looks good, and you can see it's exactly the same as the retail. Let's have a look at the magnetic buckle closure. So it's meeting the other half really easily, so that's good. And then the leather drawstring is really easy to pull down and then also to pull up. Then when you open up the bag, it's fully lined with a textured fabric. Let's have a look at this leather tab. You've got the R, the Louis Vuitton, the Paris, and then you have the additional Made in France. You then have this back flat pocket, which is really handy for putting in. Oh, it's quite deep as well. Look at that. Can you see how deep it is? You can see how deep it is from the stitching at the bottom. And again, the stitching on the inside is very, very neat. No loose threads. So if we look at the bottom compartment just here, you've got an overhanging flap. Now let's just check if the pattern aligns. So it doesn't if it's just standing up like this, but if you push the flap back down, it perfectly aligns. And let's lift that flap up. There is a gold shiny zip which runs along. Let's see, that's really smooth and easy to open. And then if you open it, it's actually got a really kind of decent amount of space. You could definitely get your phone in there. Let me see if I can get my iPhone 11 Pro in there. I can really easily. You could probably get your travel card in there and maybe, I don't know, some keys as well. So that's a really good handy space. It's got the brown textured lining. So this bag is well structured in my opinion, and it should also be able to stand up on its own, which it does. And also if you lift up the bag and you just hold it in your hands, when you have it in your hands, it feels really substantial. There's a good weight to it. Now I can't seem to find a date code. I can't find anything in the main compartment, so it might be a new version where it's microchipped. But if you know where the date stamp or the date code should be, then can you let me know in the comments? So I hope that you found looking at the bag up close and personal like that really useful. I actually feel like it's way more informative and educational if we do it that way. I love how classic and elegant it is. I feel like backpacks in general can be quite ugly, cumbersome, big, and just, I don't know, not very feminine or to my style, but this definitely is very sophisticated, kind of dinky, even though it's quite a medium size, and I love how kind of fun and carefree it is. So also something I should have mentioned is that the vachetta straps, you can see they're not as pale and pasty like they normally come in other bags, like in the Neverfull, because it has been treated, so you don't have to worry so much about getting stuck in the rain and getting it wet or anything like that because it has been treated. So you can see it's slightly darkened. I don't know if that will affect how much patina there will be, but it's definitely been treated. I think it's super versatile. It's got really good capacity. I mean, you open this up here and look, there's just so much space. So on days out when Cleo and I maybe, I don't know, going up somewhere to see somebody if someone wants to see us, I can just throw in her water bottle, my water bottle, her lunchbox, her snacks, some change of clothes because she's going through potty training at the moment, so I can put in some spare knickers, socks and leggings, and I can throw in my vlogging camera. And you know, like if you're thinking about security, you've not only got the drawstring here so you can put everything in, but you've also got that magnetic closure just here, so that's really, really handy. You can know that your things are safe, because sometimes if you travel on the underground you might worry about getting pickpocketed, but I definitely feel like you would feel if someone was trying to get into your bag and open this up, you would feel it and you would be able to turn around and go, oi, what do you think you're playing at? I feel like this would be a really good bag if you're at school, if you're at college, if you're at university, whether you're, I know, an undergrad or postgrad. Do you know what else this would be really good for? A baby changing bag. So you know, you get those hooks that go on the back of your handlebars on your buggy. That would sit very nicely just dangling there, and you could fit in your nappies, your wipes and all that jazz. So it's a really versatile bag for all kind of stages of life. School through to motherhood and beyond, and it's just a very cool piece. So for reference, I am 5'3" and I'm size 12. I'm actually a 14. Anyway, this is what the bag looks like against my frame. I'm just holding it by the top handle. Oh, I just love how cute this looks against me. So that's it, one shoulder. There you go. And then I'd probably carry it, 2 straps, hands ready to catch and scoot clear up into my arms. And actually, one really random fact is that I fell down the stairs about 15 years ago, really hurt my back, would always suffer with back problems, be signed off work and all sorts of stuff like that, because I had lumbar lordosis, where there's kind of curvature of the spine at the base. But since having an epidural into my back, I can wear backpacks. I can wear heavy backpacks. I can just, my back can take a lot more strain on it. So yeah, epidurals really worked for me. But yeah, so I think that looks really cute on. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It lets me know that you've enjoyed this type of content and that I should get some more bags in and do more reviews for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Lots of love. Bye-bye.